This week at Interior. Defense and Agriculture Department officials joined Interior this week to announce a new partnership. It's a public-private collaboration aimed at preserving agricultural lands, assisting military readiness, and protecting wildlife habitat. Under the Sentinel Landscape Partnership, the DoD and the USDA will work alongside Interior on lands near military installations, helping farmers and ranchers make improvements and enabling DoD's training missions, all the while protecting local wildlife and the environment. The first pilot project will take place at the Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington State, an important troop training facility that has some of the last native prairie habitat in the region. A panel discussion this week in Washington, D.C. on diversity and inclusion in the federal workplace. Top Interior leaders were joined by Secretary Sally Jewell at the Partnership for Public Service. She wants to make Interior the best and most inclusive place to work in the entire federal government by creating an environment that includes differing points of view, backgrounds, experiences, and ideas.
What we really need to do, and I think what my teammates here in Interior are doing and what so many of you are doing, is really thinking about where is our country going in the future and how can we shape our organizations to be ready, to be embracing of the public servants of the future.
The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service this week announced nearly $32 million in grants to 20 states. The grants aimed at advancing the state's efforts to conserve America's rarest animal species by providing vital support to wildlife agencies and conservation groups as they work to improve the land and water that supports those species. And this week, the National Park Service hosted a special ceremony at the Washington Monument. Lights inside the earthquake repair scaffolding were lit at sunset, setting the 55-story monument aglow. The monument has been closed since the 5.8 magnitude quake struck in August 2011, and repairs have been underway for the last several months.
The National Park Service takes very seriously our job of taking care of these incredible American icons. The second is we care how we look while we're working, and we want it to look attractive to the American public because it's going to look like this at least for the next 12 months.
Also speaking at the ceremony, philanthropist David Rubenstein, whose $7.5 million donation helped spur the monumental repair effort.
It's my great privilege and pleasure to be able to do something very modest to give back to my country, something that will help make sure that everybody gets to enjoy this terrific monument for many generations into the future.
The Park Service says it hopes to have the monument repaired and reopened to the public by spring of 2014. That's This Week at Interior.